Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Alarms are sparking, I meet it with pace. Laces align while I level my base. Talk in the air like a skyline fade. Blueprint breath for the moves I made. Tour map set, I'm a low gear climb. Numbers keep time like a studio chime. No prints ink on the work in hand. Never clean, rep is a sign demand. Gyro in the core, posture stays true. Angles on point like a laser cue. Noise in the world, but the focus won't budge. With the truth on the bar and the physics judge. Count, control, on the range. Calm in the grind, is where left change. Write it in the cadence, ledger line by line. Pressure turns to power when the cues align. No rush, no bluff, just a measured climb. I cash in patience at the finish line. Cash in patience at the finish line. Patience at the finish line. Steady with a metered pull. Roll chain hums at a tempo full. Sled leaves tracks like a comet tail. Breast sets pace so the legs don't fail. Kettlebell locks in a perfect plane. Last day's lock while I map that chain. Turf says go, but the form says wait. I choose quality, then increase weight. Training log open, the margins speak. Week over week, I compound a peak. Breathe, brace, keep it tight. Own each inch, from start to height. Write it in the cadence, ledger line by line. Pressure turns to power when the cues align. No rush, no bluff. Just a measured climb. I cash in patience at the finish line. Cold ball, warm hands, I negotiate pace. Tempo in the pocket with a marathon grace. Spine tall, heels down, let the bass hold ground. I move like a compass when the plays get loud. Split second choices, make the day gains. Form over frenzy when the set brings flames. Wattage in the lungs, I regulate flow. If the bar says slow, then I make it so. Line that path, response, do the math. Keep it clean, response, build a mean. If it stings, response, count the rings. Final rap, response, place that step. Write it in the cadence, ledger line by line. Pressure turns to power when the cues align. No rush, no bluff, just a measured climb. I cash in patience at the finish line. Day after day, I refine the proof. Strong as a promise. I sign with truth.
Yeah. Baseline low like a heartbeat grab. Warm up stride with a clean cut path. Hands fine still like a line that grid. Posture like cold in a vault tight lid. Tempo and quarters and I ghost that rest. Footwork crisp while the lungs invest. Dialing low with the numbers mine. I turn small steps to a ramped incline. Lock the angle, keep it live. Count the reps, 1, 2, drive. Put the bass like the overdrive. Turn pressure into proof while the goals arrive. 808 thunder, cadence alive. Form so sharp that the doubts subside. Chain purge with a measured glide. Hill mode climbs and the quads don't hide. Kettlebell paint in a perfect arc. Last stays lit like a runway spark. Sled marks silver on turf run lanes. Breathe maps calm through the work and strains. No book margin, hold that pace. Week by week I replace my base. Set the path, respect the load. Let clean mechanics run the road. Put the baseline to overdrive. Turn pressure into proof while the goals arrive. 808 thunder, cadence alive. Form so sharp that the doubts subside. I don't chase speed, I trim that noise to the cues I need. Eccentric count with a 4-beat stay, then snap that drive in a balanced way. Signal and focus, I budget my fire. No cheap spikes, just a steady wire. With fatigue, race doubts in the margin line. I edit with work and I make it fine. Ground grip, shape, center, drive. Baseline now in overdrive. Put the baseline in overdrive. Turn pressure into proof while the goals arrive. 808 thunder, cadence alive. Form so sharp that the doubts subside.
Sun cuts gold through a window seam. Shoes lay snug and the pulse runs clean. Band tension set with a gold type brace. I spool my focus like a lap race. Floor grid lines keep the axis true. Hinge low drive, let the torque break through. Every small cue is a thread I spin. Twist to the progress and lock it in. Count, control, no wasted stride. Turn the strain to structure on the inside. Cross the helix threshold. Rise in form. Twist pressure into power. Calm through storm. Line by line, now right to climb my chose. Step after step as the pattern grows. As the pattern grows. As the pattern grows. Band walks burn with a sideways glide. Glute switch flip, hips stay wide. Trap bar hum with a ground-born thrum. Grip finds groove and the doubts go numb. Single leg reach with a lighthouse knee. Balance is a map only patient can see. Timer clicks low but the breath says stay. I build the base the deliberate way. Breathe, brace, keep range tight. Slow for the truth, then rise on sight. Cross the helix threshold. Rise in form. Twist pressure into power. Calm through storm. Line by line, I rate the climb I chose. Step after step as the pattern grows. As the pattern grows. As the pattern grows. Core release, let the fibers align. Tempo is low when the plates incline. Eccentric measure with a 4-count hold. Then pop that path like a spring unrolls. Signal over static, I trim that haze. Quest that clean in the training phase. When heat runs high and the frame feels thin, I narrow the aim and I dig back in. Call, track that line. Response, keep it fine. Call, low meets will. Response, hold it still. Call, if it bites. Response, count the nights. Call, final cue. Response, see it through. Cross the helix threshold. Rise in form. Twist pressure into power. Calm through storm. Line by line, I write the climb I chose. Step after step as the pattern grows. As the pattern grows. As the pattern grows.
Yeah.
Ay, chalk dust sparks in the racks I light. Lace double locked, I dial in right. No marks print like a barcode seal. Grip finds truth I can see and feel. Flywheel hums with a steady tone. I build my calm like reinforced stone. Torque curve rising, no panicking pace. I count each inch like a meter race. Set after set, I refine the art. Still meets rhythm in a hydraulic heart. Breathe, brace, center the line. Way movers on us when angles align. Hydraulic heart, let the pistons fire. Pressure and emotion lift me higher. No shortcuts here, only measured craft. I turn that grind into forward drive. Sled track silver on a turf green lane. Quad right heat while the meters gain. Roper snaps rhythm like a city rail. Focus on the frame and I will not fail. Kettlebell halo with a spine LQ. Last days locked and the path runs true. Training log open with a margin sing. Patient pays interest on everything. Count, control, own the range. Small, clean wins make the big ones change. Hydraulic hard, let the pistons fire. Pressure and emotion lift me higher. No shortcuts here, only measured craft. I turn that grind into forward drive.
Cold bar, warm wheel, I negotiate load. Footprint square as I shoulder the road. Triple is law when the breath runs thin. Slowing it down, then I drive to win. Single knot noise, that's the core I keep. Form stay sharp, while the valleys get steep. When doubt tap glass, I don't reply. I set my stance and I multiply. Call, map that line. Response, keep it fine. Call, drift and go. Response, control the flow. Call, he climbs up. Response, fill the cup. Call, last rep set. Response, catch that bet. Yeah. Hydraulic hard, let the pistons fire. Pressure and emotion lift me higher. No shortcuts here, only measured craft. I turn that grind into forward drive.
Chalkline snaps, I mark my ground. Plumb line path on a silent sound. Corey in my chest, I mind that grit. Cut clean ninja with the reps all fit. Shoes root down like anchor set. Spine stays tall so the frame won't fret. Bar pass straight with a leveler's eye. Low meets craft and the sparks stay dry. Breathe, brace. Find the seam. Drive, rise, hold the beam. Monolith method, low bearing ethics. Stone set patience, progress geometric. No rush rhythm, just a measured climb. Turn weight into witness line by line. Lanes with a granite hush. Hill run cadence and a steady crush. Ring roll foam with a scab lock rail. Tempos a rule, I refuse to fail. Railroad chain hums like a distant drill. Made a stack slow while I train the wheel. Notebook open like a blueprint roll. Margins record how the standards hold. Count, control. Keep range true. Calm, lays mortar, voter for the walls I hoot. Monolith method, low bearing ethics. Stone set patience, progress geometric. No rush rhythm, just a measured climb. Turn weight into witness line by line. Pressure on the triangle stance. Heels lock ground while the hips advance. 4 count sync, then I climb on cue. Quality currency, pay what's due. Keystone Q with a neutral gaze. Angles agree when the lats engage. With fatigue, throw shade on the plan I drew. I slow that tempo to the true shots through. Call, set that, brace. Hold your place. Call, tracker, track that line. Make it fine. Call, heat runs, fine. Place, breathe in, try. Call, final rep. Brace, catch that. Monolith method, low bearing ethics. Stone set patience, progress geometric. No rush rhythm, just a measured climb. Turn weight into witness line by
Waste that low. Response. Hold the node. Floor marks bright like a runway trace. Ground strap set so the charge stays safe. Grip to the steel with the currents calm. Pulse clicks time in my copper palm. Foot pressure even like a balance gauge. Rain stays honest to the working stage. Arc stays straight when the hips commit. I feed the line till the sparks all fit. Meter read steady on the ever dial. I build this grid one clean mile. Breathe on count, let the voltage guide. Form as the fuse to keep power inside. Fault line cadence, slow, don't rush. Turn load into lightning with a craftsman's touch. 808 thunder, nerves run true. I wire this wind from me to you. Select track carbs in the neon lane. Pull a low gear with a patient gain. Turkish, get up paints lines in air. Corset, take a while, shoulder square. Rope climb rhythm with a chalk white grip. Knees stay tight at the meter slip. Logbook margins like circuit maps. I trace my work and I close the gaps. Count the cues, hold the frame. Let small clean choices scale the game. Fault line cadence, flow, don't rush. Turn load into lightning with a craftsman's touch. 808 thunder, nerves run true. I wire this wind from me into you.
Lead the force to a spine set rail. Series in sequence till the signals prevail. Drop rate temper than the drive on cue. Amps in the lungs and the totals accrue. Noise gets trimmed by measured hand. Ground in the stance and the lifts all land. When heat runs high in the grass they stall. I drum my one to the watch for draw. Map that flow. Keep it low. Raise that low. Hold the nose. If it bites, count the lights. Final test. Make it best. Full line cadence. Flow don't rush. To load into lightning with a craftsman's touch. 808 thunder. Nerves run true. I wire this wind from me.
Cold air, warm grip, I line that track. Hex bar standard, spine stay stacked. Footprint steady like a stencil mark. Cue that breath, let the engine spark. Jump rope snaps with a metronome click. Rhythm in the wrist, footwork slick. Numbers don't lie when the pattern is clean. Form like a blueprint, precise, unseen. Tempo control, that 3-1 flow. Down on the count, then I drive it slow. Every small cue is a brick I place. Calm in the grind is the winning pace. Count it, 2, hold, rise, earner, strength you, visual, live.
This is kinetic proof. Motion signed in sweat. Pressure turns to power when the standard's set. From warm-up lines to the final rep. I write my name where the plates are kept.
Pleo box weights, soft land, tall chest, angles in line, I respect that rest. Cable rope pulls with a path like rail. Lats head sinking technique won't fail. Treadmill hill with a modest incline. Breath finds cadence, I protect that spine. Agility ladder with a pattern that sings. Feet draw maps what a focus brings. Training log open with a date and time. Marginal stacked in a patient rhyme. Small gain stacked like compound claims. Quiet decisions build louder flames. Breathe it, brace. Keep brains tight. Only on the inch of the working height.
This is kinetic proof. Motion signed in sweat. Pressure turns to power when the standard's set. From warm-up lines to the final rep. I write my name where the plates are kept.
Snare with a craftsman's aim. Angles aligned and I scale the frame. Tempo is law when fatigue says quit. I slow that bar, make the strength commit. No runaway pace, just a measured climb. I cash in patience on delivery time. Signal noise, that's the core I choose. Poise in the pocket is the way I cruise. Frame that stance, response, own that chance. Keep it true, response, see it through. If it bites, response, count the nights. Final set, response, cash
This
the
is kinetic proof. Motion signed in sweat. Pressure turns to power when the standard's set. From warm-up lines to the final rep. I write my name where the plates are kept. Love the wind. Close the book. Tomorrow's page. Come take a look.
Take a yacht.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. Ay, jump rope sings with a mercury snap. Footwork grid like a lattice map. Southpaw switch and a pivot in place. Breathe right's code with a steady bass. Mid pop crisp like a metronome hit. Head offline with a shoulder sit. Calm in the pocket as the rhythm grows. I read the tells and I trust my roles. Count the beat, let the guard stay high. Load the hips, let the angles fly. Counter punch, cadence, roll, set, fire. Turn pressure into precision. Lift me higher. Yeah, bass in the ribs and the range stays clean. I build this form like a close-knit machine. Yeah. Yeah. thunder sway. 1-2 feather, then I dig that clay. Let it drill lines, I thread my feet. Hands stay calm while the timing beats. Slam ball bounce with a ground-born thud. Core like a vault when I move that flood. Round after round and the progress shows. Set after set till the engine glows. Breathe on, count, keep distance true. Cut the noise, let the craft come through. Counter punch, cadence, roll, set, fire. Turn pressure into precision. Lift me higher. Bass in the ribs and the range stays clean. I build this form like a close-knit machine. Oh. Slip to the left and a patient read. Check that trigger, regulated speed. Eccentric slow with a coach's eye. Then pop that drive and I watch it fly. Angles, levels, I layer the frame. Signal static, I play my game. When heat says quit, I refine the cue. Quality first till the numbers move. Call, hands up, tight, response. See the light, call, slip then, step, response. Earn that, rap, body off, head, response. Placing, stead, call, final, red, response, finish. Cadence, roll, set, fire. Turn pressure into precision. Lift me higher. Bass in the ribs and the range stays clean. I build this form like a close-knit machine. Wow. Yeah, Blix, Flix, Can, you, one, two, three, what?
Door click shut and the room stand still. Straps on the bike, I line that wheel. Cadence climb smooth like a sunrise bend. Breath finds rhythm I can trust to defend. Girl meets palm with a friction kiss. Hip set square so the angles don't miss. Floor lines guide like a quiet grid. Move on purpose for the work I did. Count the bull at the power crew. Hold the frame till the cue runs true. This is the flywheel doctrine, steady then drive. Turn patient momentum in a cleaner ride. In the ribs and the pathway clear. I stack small victories year by year. OJ, road split even on a metered lane. Slide comes back with a tempered gain. Hack squad track with a lighthouse spine. Depth stays honest on a 4-count line. Sled rope drag with a low gear heat. Quads right proof while the turf takes beat. Logbook open with a quiet pride. I cash in method, not a reckless ride. Breathe, brace, tempo in check. Guide the lift like a flight past spec. This is the flywheel doctrine, steady then drive. Turn patient momentum in a cleaner ride. Bass in the ribs and the pathway clear. I stack small victories year by year. Okay, reverse upper hum in the back says thanks. Hamstrings anchor while I fill those tanks. Landmine press with a crescent arc. Shoulder stay honest while I light that spark. Form a walk path with a tall set chin. Steps lay rails where the days begin. Every small cue is a compass note. I steer this work to the goals all float. Grip mass pressure then I route that force. Eccentric measured on a guided course. Bottom in hole with a count that lands. Concentric pop like a launch of command. Trim that noise till the signal's bright. Standard kept in the quiet of night. If he runs high and the legs stay slow, I tune the pace and I make it go. Set, align, hold, rise, calm, clear, method, wise, mark, record, build, stride, flywheel turning on the inside. This is the flywheel doctrine, steady then drive. Turn patient momentum in a cleaner ride. Bass in the ribs and the pathway clear. I stack small victories year by year.
Chalk up. Deep breath. Clock starts now. Work.
Fluorescent lights, hum plates, kiss the floor. Neural in my palm, that's what I came here for. Calendar packs till I'm carving my lane. Discipline daily, make a habit of pain. Warm up done, I calibrate the stance. Core lock tight, let the number advance. Eyes on the line where my limits used to live. Every new set is a promise I give. Taped up wrists and the mind on mute. Noise in the world, but my focus absolute. Bass in the chest like a second heartbeat. Form so clean, you can watch it on repeat. Breathe in, brace, let the tempo guide. Count it out steady, keep the pace in stride. I put chalk on my hands, thunder in my step. Turn the pressure to power with every single rep. No shortcuts here. weight and the climb is steep. Met with a wall, I negotiate with work. Patience in the plan and I don't shirk. Footwork light, but the method is heavy. Numbers go slow and that's still steady. Sweat map lines like a blueprint drawn. Built from the nights that ran past dawn. Coach in my head says control the range. One small tweak and the whole life change. I don't chase noise, I refine my ear. Single over static, make the mission clear. When the bar feels stuck and the lungs feel tight, count 4 more. Let the core ignite, that's growth talking, not a red light. Make room for the strength you invite. I put chalk on my hands, thunder in my step. Turn the pressure to power with every single rep. No shortcuts here, just the grind I trust. Steel meets will and the doubt turns dust. Call set by set, response to stack that bet. Call meter locked, response no reset. Call weight move slow, response hearing that sweat. Call mind on goal, response never forget. Loaded, rise. I put chalk on my hands, thunder in my step. Turn the pressure to power with every single rep. No shortcuts here, just the grind I trust. Steel meets will and the doubt turns dust. Log it. Breathe, breathe, recover, repeat tomorrow.
Dawn cuts in and the floor runs cold. Laces locked tight, I'm a grip on hold. Warm up breath with a piston glide. Cadence in the veins like a track inside. Flat lines carved through a neon lane. Quads light up like an engine flame. Hands find steel with a steady claim. Numbers on the board spell out my name. Hit the tempo, make it true. Frame the motion, see it through.
This is my red line ritual, clean and habitual. Pressure into power, every set is residual. Bass in the chest with the runway feel. I touch that limit, then I turn it to steel.
Rubber chain sings with a low-key rasp. Foot plate drive like a measured gas. Box jump soft with a cloud like land. Core locked in like a master plan. Kettlebell orbit on a perfect track. Spine stays proud, I refuse to slack. Hill run clouds with a long slow burn. Patience in the lungs till the meters turn. Beat, race, hold the line. Pause the rhythm, treat it fine.
This is my red line ritual, clean and habitual. Pressure into power, every set is residual. Bass in the chest with the runway feel. I touch that limit, then I turn it to
Warm wheel, plot the angles I trust. Map the path, then I move with a calibrated thrust. No panic in the tempo, I negotiate pace. Water is currency, I'm stacking it base by base. Yeah, from the floor to the rack, keep the posture aligned. When fatigue writes doubt, I rewrite the line. Grip tells truth and the truth says stay. So I hold and I drive at the set, obey. Lock that stance, response, earn that chance. Go, go, track that path, response, do the math. If he climbs, response, slow the time. Final cue, response, see it through. Yeah!
This is my red line ritual, clean and habitual. Pressure into power, every set is residual. Bass in the chest with the runway feel. I touch that limit, then I turn it to steel.
Hey. Door swings wide and the cool air bites. Neural meets hand, I line my sights. Chalk fall slow like a winter scene. Pulse clicks time on a quartz machine. Set feet square and the ribs stay stacked. Brace on the beat, keep the spine intact. Pendulum calm in a storm-built room. I carve each rep with a craftsman's bloom. Count, 2, hold, then drive. Let quiet form make power arrive. My course routine, tick, turn, climb. I turn pressure into progress, line by line. No rush in the frame, just a measured shine. Strong gets made on a patient time. Sandbag lift to the front rack hold. Steps stay clean while the lungs run cold. Tempo squat with a 3-count sit. Rise like sunrise, breaking no quit. Ski air breath in a narrow lane. Blade through air with a meter gain. Hands stay true on the farmer's walk. Core rights proof while the footfalls talk. Breathe, brace, on the range. Small precise winds make big things change. My course routine, kick, turn, climb. I turn pressure into progress, line by line. No rush in the frame, just a measured shine. Strong gets made on a patient time. Angels agree with a runway course. Eccentric, slow than a pop on cue. Totals move up when the choices are true. Focus like glass with a diamond edge. Stand in cement, every quiet pledge. And the heat runs high and the legs say stall. I narrow the lens and I clear that wall. Set that base, response, hold your place. Call, guide the bar. Response, keep it par. Call when it burns. Response, count your turns. Call, final rep. Response, catch that step. Time.
Yeah, neon strip lights, flow chalk fine, grip fine steel on the center line. Pulse sets north with a metronome code. I flip that switch in the magnetar mode. Feel lines anchor where my feet take hold. Breathe draws arcs like a core gone gold. Eccentric craft with a 4B stay. Then clean release as I drive that way. Hold the frame, let the current guide. Count 2 rise with a calm inside. Magnetar mode, locked and low. Turn pressure into power on a measure road. 808 thunder in a line I trust. I pulled out a part and it turns to dust. Trap bar track with a ground-born hum. Force maps true when the hips go numb. Select cuts lanes on a turf green rail. I pace the burn so the lungs won't bail. Kettlebell snatch with a skyline snap. Lat locks tight on a smooth line lap. Roar chain sings like a midnight wire. Meter stack slow while the watts climb higher. Breathe, brace, keep range clean. Let quiet form do work unseen. Magnetar mode, locked and low. Turn pressure into power on a measure road. 808 thunder in a line I trust. I pulled out a part and it turns to dust. Flux in the core with a Faraday calm. Goss in the stance and a torque in the palm. Negative slow with a 4-count weight. Then concentric pop like a dawn lit the day. Noise gets trimmed by a craftsman's hand. Signal stays bright when the cues all land. He says quit but I set that phase. Tempo is law and I clear that haze. Call, align that pole. Response, lock the goal. Call, map that arc. Response, hit the mark. Call, if it bites. Response, count the lights. Call, final set. set. Response, make it set. Magnet of mode, locked and low. Turn pressure into power on a measure road. 808 thunder and a line I trust. I pulled out apart and it turns to dust.
For the fight. Yeah. Fight, do a lift, cool air, clear track. Tape on the wrist, spine tall, no slack. Chalk draws clouds, and the ball finds home. Footprint square like a cornerstone. Fans hum low like a servo line. I line up vector so the force runs fine. Weight speaks numbers, I answer with form. Turn quiet intent to a working storm. Count on rhythm, keep the range exact. Angle by angle till the plan's enact. Welcome to the Atlas circuit, low becomes motion. Torque finds time in a patient notion. Breath sinks pace and the meters agree. I program the climb, then I set it
Sled cuts lanes in a silver arc. Quads light steady like a city spark. Ring rolls clean with a spine held rule. Tempo on rails, no rush, no duel. Split stance driving the hips stay wide. Core rights lines you can't memorize. Telemetry watch, I protect the gate. Patience is power to measured rate. Breathe through corners, keep the cadence true. Let small clean steps do what big dreams do. Welcome to the Atlas circuit, low becomes motion. Torque finds time in a patient notion. Breath sinks pace and the meters agree. I program the climb, then I set it vertical, scap set tight. Heels lock ground while the quads ignite. Negative slow, then I drive on cue. Precision is the lever that pulls me through. Macro to meso, I map each phase. Volume and intent like a pair of braids. Check some pass on the final rep. Logs don't lie when the margins prep. Frame, that gate, response. Regulate, call. Anchor breath, response. Pace the depth, call. Pressure climb, response. On the times, call. Final low, response. Carry the road. Welcome to the Atlas circuit, low becomes motion. Torque finds time in a patient notion. Breath sinks pace and the meters agree. I program the climb, then I set it free. Day after day, I redraw the route. Strength is a language I speak with reproof. Come here, yoga! Floor lines crisp and the stance on track. Neural meets palm with a quiet attack. Euro in the core keeps adrift at zero. Angles agree like a flight path hero. Eccentric slow with a meter drop. Concentric snap when I call that pop. Ladder on turf, feet map codes. Pace stay smooth while capacity grows. Count the cues, keep tension stop. Breath on rails to the vectors lock. Vector lock, aim set, no sway. Turn load into motion the discipline way. Bass in my chest and the line I trust. I rise on the count while the doubt turns dust. Meters roll out while the legs go numb. Kettlebell over with a halo clean. Spine stays tall like a balance beam. Hill tempo climb with a steady wheel. Heartbeat sinks to a training drill. Logbook marks like a ledger of proof. Week after week with an upward roof. Breathe, brace, hold that frame. Guide the bar like a straight line aim. Vector lock, aim set, no sway. Turn load into motion the disciplined way. Bass in my chest and a line I trust. I rise on the count while the doubt turns dust. Footprint square, then I root that force. Hips draw power on a measured course. Tempo is low when the fire gets bright. I slow the storm till the rep feels right. Single over static, I trim that buzz. Calm under pressure is what it does. No shortcuts here, just standard kept. Rest on the clock, then collect that rep. Call, line that path. Response, do the math. Call, grip then go. Response, control the flow. Call, heat climbs high. Response, cool then try. Call, final tick. Response, make it stick. Vector lock, aim set, no sway. Turn load into motion the disciplined way. Bass in my chest and a line I trust. I rise on the count while the doubt turns dust. Rooftop air, sharp city homes below. Lace coat tight, let the cadence flow. Warm up strides, cut lines through dawn. Shadow to the shadow till the drag is gone. Transform a bus at a steady grid. I match that pulse like the work I did. Weight advance rides like a comet tail. Steps turn sparks on the concrete rail. Count the lights, it rolls up 10. Hit each mark, then go again. These are skyline intervals. Run, reset, ride. Turn the climb to currency, stack it, then normalize. Bass in the pavement, rhythm in the lungs. I trade quiet miles for a voice that's strong. Stairwell spins like a record in flight. Knees lift high and the turn feel right. Jump rope sings with a mercury snap. Hands draw circles on a metronome map. Met ball bounce like a thunder roll. Core stayed locked while I guard the goal. Chalked in line on a pull-up bar. Grip holds calm while I reach that star. Breath on rails, pace on cue. One clean lap is the proof I use. These are skyline intervals. Run, reset, ride. Turn the climb to currency, stack it, then normalize. Bass in the pavement, rhythm in the lungs. I trade quiet miles for a voice that's strong. What? Hey, foot strike true on a tempered beat. Stride math built from the heat I meet. Negative smooth and I press that gas. Open the lane, let the lactic pass. Split pivot with the boxer's calm. Head stays cool like an open palm. I don't chase noise, I refine the range. Form rights checks that the stats exchange. Up 2 floors, hold that line. Down 1 flight, make it fine. Clock says go, answer fast. Earn it set, make it last. These are skyline intervals. Run, reset, ride. Turn the climb to currency, stack it, then normalize. Bass in the pavement, rhythm in the lungs. I trade quiet miles for a voice that's strong. Hanging lights buzz while the place looks still. I line my stance like a runway wheel. Palm to the neural, let the cadence prime. Breath like a turbine, compress then climb. Footprint square, I draw clean lines. Angles agree and the force refines. No grandstand cheer, just a quiet vow. Build what I said I would here and now. Center the frame, keep tension tight. Got the ball through a laser flight. Turbine discipline, spin the wheel within. Pressure turns obedience.
so the cells don't spin. Landmine press maps, a crescent arc. Shoulder set steady sparks in the dark. Dead hang calm with a long slow count. Grip rights truth that the stats can't discount. Us a bike one and a steady draw. I ride that storm with a pilot's law. Track the tempo, hold the lane, let clean mechanics outwork pain. Turbine as a plan. Spin the wheel within. Pressure turns obedient. That's how wins begin. No rush in the engine jet. Just a measured spin. I don't chase noise. I engineer to win. Calibrate feet, then I seal that brace. Clock stays honest while I set the pace. Negative smooth and the thrust on cue. Royalty currency pay what's due. Apogee rise with a grounded base. Maps get drawn by a patient chase. When heat climbs up and the rhythm shakes, I quiet the chaos and keep my mace. Steel in the hands, calm in the head. Form is the language my progress said. Step after step, same true thread. Grab to hurry that path I tread. Turbine discipline, spin the wheel within. Pressure turns obedient. That's how wins begin. No rush in the engine, just a measured spin. I don't chase noise, I engineer to win.
Morning light through the rafters, then rubbing me soul and the work rolls in. Chalk like incense, air runs clear. No rights hymns that the hands revere. Pillars of breath hold a barbell nave. Posture like stone that the years can't wave. Temple like bells in a measured ring. I build this frame to the arches sing. Set the base, align the keel. Guide each inch till the truth feels real. Tall cathedral. Rise by design. Don't wait in the witness. Line after line. Base in the ribs, calm in the core. Craft makes doors where they weren't before. Sled leaf tracks like a nave long aisle. Quads keep time with a patient mile. Rings hang quiet as a chapel chord. Lat lock steady, angels restored. Stair run heat through a spiral flight. Breath like glass and it goes in sight. Notebook margins as a ledger of stone. Proof stack tall from the work I own. Count the cues, keep range plain. Let quiet form, outlast pain. Torque cathedral. Rise by design. Turn way into witness. Line after line. Base in the ribs, calm in the core. Craft makes doors where they weren't before. Square with a plumb line check. 4 count sync, then I clear that deck. Eccentric script with a mason's hand. Concentric lift on a meter command. Signal over static, I trim that haze. Standards engraved in the training days. If he says quit, I refine, not rush. Patience is more than I lay that hush. Call. Brace the arch. Response. Hold your march. Call. Track the seam. Response. Keep it clean. Call. Low gets loud. Response. Stand your ground. Call. Final bell. Response. Build it well. Torque cathedral. Rise by design. Turn way into witness. Line after line. Base in the ribs, calm in the core. Craft makes doors when it weren't before. Racks in orbit, plates in the ring. Grip locks tight like a docking string. Pulse on tempo, 808s ignite. I prime my core for a clean first flight. Footwork planted, stand stays true. Neural rights cold and my hands read through. Centric slowed and the thrust on cue. Delta V rises as the strength comes due. Count 2, hold, then drive. Engineered focus makes power arrive. I
follow the ion drop protocol. Turn pressure in the lift, never stall. Line by line, Asani said, fuel the sweat, I'm not done yet. Cable pull smooth like a guided burn. Hips stay square while the shoulders turn. Sled leaves light on the turf-bound lane. Breath finds pace in the meters gain. Kettlebell arc like a comet's bend. Last days locked from start to end. Notebook truth with a margin note. Form over rush, that's how I float. Breathe, brace, keep range tight. Honest mechanics make heavy feel light. I follow the ion drive protocol. Turn pressure in the lift, never stall. Line by line, Asani said, fuel is sweat, I'm not done yet. Attitude lock when the heat says quit. I saw the tempo to the cues all fit. Bottom end hole with a 4 count stay. Then pop that drive in a balanced way. Signal over static, I trim that haze. Standards paid up in the training phase. When doubt runs loud like a siren call, I center the frame and I work it all. Call, map that path. Response, do the math. Call, grip a line. Response, track the line. Call, if it bites. Response, count the nights. Call, final set. Response, catch that debt. I follow the ion drive protocol. Turn pressure in the lift, never stall. Line by line, Asani said, fuel is sweat, I'm not done yet.
Set my bearings on a chalk white line. Grip fine steel and the stance feels fine. No prints ain't gonna work in palm. Heart stays loud while the mind stays calm. Racks in a row like street lights bright. I map my route through the waiting night. North of quick where the doubt runs thin. I mark each set, then I lock back in. Count, align, breathe, drive, hold that frame and come alive. Titanium compass pointing me higher. I trust this climb with craft and fire. Line after line, not writing in sweat. Goal on the horizon, I'm not there yet. Stair run heat with a steady lean. Sandbag carry cause I pass so clean. Single leg pull with a glass clear cue. Balance in the hips and the lats hold true. Air bike win like a midnight train. I keep my rhythm when they call it strain. Breath is a sextant, measures the sky when the legs say maybe I answer try. Count, control, keep, range tight, slow for the truth, then rise on sight. Titanium compass pointing me higher. I chart this climb with craft and fire. Line after line, I write it in sweat. Goal on the horizon, I'm not there yet. Azimuth lock with a calm set jaw. Angles agree when the last draw law. Centric slow, then I spring that cue. Torque me time till the totals move. No rush lanes, I refine, not chase. Protract form in a measured space. When he climbs up and the floor says prove, I trim the noise and I choose my move. Call, where's your north? Respond, straight ahead. Call, hold that line. Respond, check the lead. If it bites, dies. Respond, chapter 4. Last rap down loud. Respond, give one more. Titanium compass pointing me higher. I chart this climb with craft and fire. Line after line, I write it in sweat. Goal on the horizon, I'm not there yet.
Mess where shine on the rack side light. Footwork mirror
words, a nice step right. Wrap the wrist like I guard my king. Court stay tight while the place take wing. Open with lines that my coach prepared. Warm up theory, every angle squared. Bar pass straight like a rook, 5 lane. Move piece by piece till I claim that game. Clock runs quiet, I choose to move. Inhale 2, hold 4, let the pattern prove. These are gambit games. Trade comfort for climb. Convert small risk into long-term time. I castle my focus, advance my frame. Win by position, not a flashing flame. Track Q, diagonal burn and the hips stay true. Sled push, rook rush straight down range. Load meets purpose and the meters change. Pull up set like a fortress wall. Grip holds court when the forearms call. Notebook notes in the middle game tone. Add one plate when the base feels grown. Center the board, let the breath set pace. Edge to the middle with the patient face. These are gambit games. Trade comfort for climb. Convert small risks into long-term time. I castle my focus, advance my frame. Win by position, not a flashing flame. Temple like theory in a classic line. Eccentric, slow for a plus in kind. Over the board when the heat says bluff. I call with form, that's plenty enough. Night hop footwork, light on the floor. Circuits and round till the lungs want more. End game set with a 4-count hold. Then press that win like a story told. Call. Choose your square. Response. Land it there. Call. Align the spine. Response. Hold the line. Call. If it bites. Response. Read the lights. Call. Final play. Response. Seal the day. These are gambit games. Trade comfort for climb. Convert small risks into long-term time. I castle my focus, advance my frame. Win my position, not a flashing flame. Furnace heart, one cold steel in my hands. Breath fans flames as the workload expands. Footed like an anvil, set don't slip. Nerve stand palms with a locked in grip. Tempo like hammers on a measured beat. Spark trails rise when the quads meet heat. Angels align and the core stays braced. I temper the metal of a life well paced. Count, control, let the cadence pour. Shape the set till the lines run pure. Welcome to the pulse forge. Rhythm turns to might. Pressure into power on the baseline light. Every rep refine, every breath on time. I build from the ember to a heart and shine. Sled leave grooves like a molten seam. Rope snap sharp with a Smith's regime. Kettlebell locked in a radiant plane. Lats hold course as a spark sustain. Roll chain purrs like a bellows draw. Medic control under lifter's law. Notebook margins for proof I earn. I quench each doubt with a steady turn. Breathe, brace, keep, range, true. Let clean mechanics do what they do. Welcome to the pulse forge. Rhythm turns to might. Pressure into power under baseline light. Every rep refined, every breath on time. I build from the ember to a heart and shine.
trim that haze. Quest stack neat like a craftsman's phrase. No chasing chaos, I calibrate pace. Patience is the alloy that strengthens the base. When fire says stop, I negotiate flow. Slow down the rep till the grains all show. Call, set that stance.